or Supermans, I don't care what you call them. But for this exercise, you're gonna lay down on your stomach. I'm gonna have you put your hands behind your head. You are gonna lift up your upper body and lower. Hold for 2 seconds. Nice, slow, and controlled back down. Again, lift, hold for 2, back down. You should feel this one in your back. Some people get confused and like, I don't feel this in my abs. I feel it in my back. That's exactly where you should feel it, all right? We're gonna do this for 30 seconds and we're starting in 10, all right? I love you, Miliana. Here we go, let's do it. After all that workout ends up being arrested. No, literally, right? Starting in 10, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Put your hands behind your back. This really does make me feel like I am being arrested though. We have 15 seconds. That's it, push through. Our last ab exercise for today. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, break. We are done with the abs, and now we are moving on to lower body. So, let me see. Gosh, there are so many people in here today that are weird. The comment section ain't it. So again, if you're super weird, if you're super creepy, if you wouldn't send the message to your mom, don't send it to me, okay? Anyways, we are moving on to lower body. I'm gonna do 2 lower body exercises, 2 upper body exercises, and then we're gonna hold a plank, all right? So let me go ahead, bump you guys up, and we're gonna get started with our first lower body exercise, all right? Let me see. Hang on. Let me see what you guys are saying. All right, let me bump you guys up. We are bumping you up. Opal is taking her morning nap, as you can see. Look at her face. Can you guys see her face? Okay, Opal, you are the cutest little thing I ever seen. All right, so we're gonna do our first exercise, which is Romanian deadlifts. You guys know we do RDLs almost every single time we work out lower body, just because I enjoy them so much. So if you hate them, I'm sorry, but I do force you guys to do them. So step 1, for all my new people here, engage your core. I do not care if you are doing dumbbell bicep curls, Romanian deadlifts, sumo squats, whatever exercise you are doing. Step 1 should always be engage your core. It's gonna make your core stronger. It's gonna make your form better. Now, once you have squeezed your core, step 2, my feet are gonna be about shoulder width apart and they're also facing forward. So core is engaged, feet are placed. From the side, which I like to argue this is like the most important part, so listen up, all right? You never, ever, ever want to break your back doing Romanian deadlifts. And what I mean by that is arching your lower back like this. When people say send your hips backwards, I know for me personally, and there might be a few people out there who thought the same thing, is sending your hips backwards, I would like kind of break my lower back and arch it and send it back cheeks and one straight line. If you were to cut your butt cheeks off, your back should be in one straight line. So once you tuck in your butt, you are gonna bring your chest forward and you are gonna send your hips back this way. So again, what you are not doing is you are not breaking your lower back like this. Instead, you're gonna tuck your booty, you're gonna bring your chest forward and then send your hips back this way, all right? Now, when it comes to RDLs, you have 2 choices. Are you trying to build your glutes or are you trying to build your hamstring? If I ever have the opportunity to build the glutes, I always am gonna do it, but I'll show you guys how to do both. So, if you are trying to grow your hamstring, which is located in the back of your leg right here, you're gonna engage your core, your feet are gonna be a shoulder width apart, you're gonna keep your booty tucked, and for hamstring focused Romanian deadlifts. You are going to keep your legs very, very straight. So as I send my hips backwards, I feel it stretch in the back of my hamstrings, and then slow and controlled right back up. The only difference is, for glute focused, is I'm gonna have a slight bend in my knees. So instead of feeling it stretch the hamstrings, I now feel it stretch the glutes. And then again, slow and controlled right back up. What's very important about RDLs though, is knowing where to stop. So once you feel the stretch, whether it's your hamstrings or your glutes, which when I feel the stretch, it's about right here for me. You wanna stop. You never wanna go lower than that, because then your lower back is just gonna take over. So once you feel the stretch, stop. Do not go any further down. Also, make sure your dumbbells are very close to your body, like almost you are painting your legs with your dumbbells. They should not be way out here. The last piece of advice, if you are a beginner, if you have never done RDLs, or maybe it's just been a really long time, make sure your weight is super, super light. Even if you are not using any weight, I just want you to keep practicing your form. If you are a beginner, watch yourself in a mirror, keep the weights light, practice the form, and just keep on doing that. But once you have the form down, once you feel it stretch in the right places, then slowly start upping your weight over time, progressively overloading your weight. All right? So for me, I'm going to the gym today, so I'm gonna keep the weights very light. But for you guys, if this is the only workout you're doing, up your weight. You don't have heavier weights, up your reps. Push yourself as close to failure as you can. Give 100%. All right, so I'm going to be doing 3 sets of 12. Modify this to your liking. Like I said, if you're using really heavy weights, maybe do 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 10. If you're using really, really light weights like me, that's when you want to up your reps. So maybe 3 sets of 12, 3 sets of 15. Modify this to your liking. We're going to do it together. All right, enough talking. I'm sorry that took so long. I just feel like I have to tell you guys exactly how to do it properly. So let's get to it. We are gonna do our first set. We're doing 12. So here we go. Of weights. So Seth, really quickly, and this is for anyone on here, really quickly, we hit 100K. Thank you guys so much for letting me hit my goal this morning. I know I said the goal was 200,000 likes today, so if you do not mind tapping more, I would love to hit the 200,000 mark, but I appreciate where we're at right now. Thank you for the hat. Anyways, really quickly, I am keeping the weights light for live today because I'm still going to the gym. I'm going to the gym later today to record a TikTok. So I'm keeping the weights light because I'm gonna push till failure later. But for you guys, if this is the only workout you're doing, you're not going to the gym later, up those weights, up those reps, push yourself, give me 100%, all right? We're gonna do our second set. Again, I'm doing 12, modify this to your liking. And you guys should be thinking about this during your workouts. Can I up my weights right now? That should always be a question. Can I do anything different? Can I up my weights? Can I up my reps? Make it fun. Switch it up a little bit. You can slowly progress your weights every set. Sometimes I'll do that. Or you can start off with really heavy weights and kind of just bump them down each set. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, all right? Let's go ahead. Let's do our second set and get a sip of water and let's finish up, all right? Here we go. Let's see. I'm going to...